Hello. Hello there. James Thomas. How are you out there in video land? I'm doing fine myself. I didn't get a chance to finish off my video on my experiences with different women and my dating experiences. When I think I left off with I forget about it. But my experiences, it started in Cincinnati, Ohio. I started meeting women down there from different walks of life. And how I met some women were over the chat line, because that was a better way of kind of getting a feel for the person when you talk to them over the phone. Because there used to be a time where, in some cases you can probably still do it. They walk up and really get a person their phone number or their address, their email address. But sometimes some people kind of leery about people doing that. And so I guess the best way is to really, or you can meet in a group setting like a church or someplace that people are going to, or gym. That could be another place to meet somebody. What? So uh, I wasn't doing that back then, so I met women over the chat line, and each woman over the chat line. Oh, hold on 1 minute. Each woman over the chat line had their own issue. There was attractive women, and some were average, and some were attractive. If you look at, and some they put some of their personalities. You had some women with their personalities were really strange. You know, and it's kind of funny when it comes to, by me being at the time, when you're attracted to somebody, that also plays into play too. Then you have a mutual attraction to potentially go into a relationship with somebody, and you have somebody that just feel like they're not feeling you because of your physique, or it could be something else. And so I spread my horizon, because there used to be one demographic of women, and it was just black women, right? And which cuts off the other, would cut off the other one. But what I learned is that just about pretty women that I was meeting was just about the same. As far as their personality, they have different personalities and different issues like that. Now today, you have some people saying that they have problems with that, with interracial dating in some places in the United States, because of alternative reason, history, and things like that. But the same women, in some cases of your race, may not find you attractive because you speak a different way, you dress a different way, you present yourself a different way. I heard a guy online said that he was a gentleman pretty much the whole way. He had a good job. He has a good job at the time and made good money. And one woman, just because he was really nice, he's a black dude, just say that he's too nice, and she thought that he was assumed that he was gay because he didn't make the sudden moves on her. And it's just crazy. You can't figure. Some things. If you're too aggressive, then someone might think that you're a creep, that you're a rapist. If you're less aggressive, then someone think that you something wrong with you mentally, or you're gay or something like that. Which is pretty much crazy. That what someone would assume, just because someone ain't making an initial move, they basically trying to get the feel of who they are. And then sometimes then as time goes on, then you release your affection, your hugs, your kisses, and so on like that. But it's just strange, man. In my experience in dating, it was just totally different. But there were certain women I would date that were from other races that would, I would just have a good time, necessarily just enjoy their company. Then if it led into something deeper, then it was something deeper. But other than that, it was just, but, and it was never about money. It was never about materialistic things. It was just enjoying the moment. And it's very seldom, but and I could. It was hard for me to meet black women. Some black women that were the ones that I've met. They never would. They never. The ones I've met never would enjoy the moment. They were just caught up into their own world. And so my reason why I dated outside the races is basically I just want a woman, even to this day, just will love a woman, just enjoy my presence. And just enjoy, even if it's just, if you don't go to the fancy restaurants, even if you don't have the fancy things, but just enjoy one another. Because sometimes you find out that some people who have little means to know and learn to enjoy one another. When you have, seem like when you have so much, people get distracted, and then it changes the personality. But anyway, now I'm going off on a different topic, but that's what my encounters was. It, and then I would just be trying to be that ear to listen. But I'm hearing that this woman wants, she tell me about her problems, but she's not physically attracted to me. I'm attracted to her, but she's not attracted to me because I didn't come off really, you know, feminine or anything like that. It was, she just one of these women that just she's used to getting so much attention. This one particular was a black woman that she's an attractive woman, but she used to getting all these dudes. So I was like, okay, that's nice, and then every once in a while she'd tell me her problem, whatever. But then again, one day she asked me, she said, would you date, Mary, after, talk to her for a while? I said, well, it all depends on the woman. And she got upset because I said, yeah, I probably would date, date a white woman. Why would you date a white woman? I said, hey, because you obviously is not attracted to me. You're a black female and I'm a male. So, and if I'm a too nice of a guy for you, well, maybe the white female would appreciate me more of my niceness, of being a nice guy. And it's crazy, man. It's just that because they think something wrong because you don't present yourself as an aggressive, loud, or rude boy kind of imagination. So it's like, hey, I'm like some guys, I'm like, hey, there's women all over the world. We don't trip about what a national, most black guys, they don't think about that, man. Because most black guys say, hey, if you see a black female with another race of male, it's like, that's cool, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, but black men always say, hey, we go find our own women somewhere. And I don't understand for people who have that kind of problem with that. It's like, if you're not attracted to that particular male, why would you, or male with a female, why would you even make that even a statement? And you know that this person's not, you wouldn't give them a time of day because of their personality or their appearance or what they don't have, what they don't do have. And that's not chance out of 10. So you go out and meet somebody who you are competitive, you are combative with, because it's more than the outer appearance than it's with the inner appearance. It's more with the inner appearance. It's more with the inner person and the personality and just basically getting along. And it's hard to find someone you can technically get along with. It's the truth. You can't. There's some people just because they got the same race as you, don't mean that you're gonna get along. And the pastors made this a point. And one pastor I heard online said this, it makes a lot of sense. God cares about the woman, and if you're a man, not so much about the outer appearance, but but the nature and the principle of his kingdom. And especially, and that's what I learned. And if somebody simply ain't attracted to you because you're not argumentative, or you don't fly off the handle and cuss and curse or act irrational, then that person ain't for you. And that's the truth. And maybe you might take things at a different tempo, but it was in one case. In my next case, I remember I dated a woman that was down in Pittsburgh, and she was she had her own place. She had a kid. She had two kids, and she was practically a grandmother because she had a baby granddaughter at the time. I go down there, go down there to her place, and it seemed like we kind of hit off. We went to a local bar at the time, at the restaurant at the time, bar restaurant at the time, and she liked to drink down at the local bar. But she had a high-minded attitude, man. I mean, she had a high-minded thing about. I mean, she already getting a good income from her child support. She was getting a pension from her ex-husband's death. Then getting spousal support. Then she works. So at the time, and what made me drew. I said, well, I thought about being a truck driver. She saw a dollar size. She started painting the whole picture up and everything. At the time, I really just to see where she was at. But it was all about. I understand you want to live comfortable, whatever. But as a woman, it kind of the way she go about doing it, it turned me off. Then to find out that she has some other dude, cause I ended up getting my tire sliced down there, and I didn't even know who this person was. Why would he? He had to know it was my vehicle because why would someone come along and just slice your tire? And I had to I had extra money. I had to pay somebody to go and get a tire for me and pay them to put it on. And it was just a hassle, man. Then she ended up messing around on me. And I didn't see this coming. So you have to be careful of what kind of personality woman. And I think I mentioned about the one woman I would talk to over the phone. One time we met and I took her out to a restaurant and I went to go get her something to eat. But when it came to having face-to-face conversation, she didn't want that. She wanted me to just talk to her over the phone. And I said, well, why I'm talking to you? You know me now. I mean, I mean, we've talked for a while. Why you put me off guard? And come to find out, she meet another dude. She meets another guy that he made a good amount of money. He's I guess attractive person, whatever. But the dudes that she met, they end up doing something screwy, like leave her at a restaurant with a check, or end up screwing around with one of her girlfriends, whatever. Then she come back and tell me something like that. But the funny part about it was this, but she was one of these women guys. I gotta get paid, ain't no man got da. I don't want to be around no man that making less than this amount of money and this about this. They don't ask for character. They ask for convenience. They don't ask for a kingdom man who has respect, who has loyalty, and if he happens to make good money. That's not good enough. It's about appearance first, and then it's the second thing. It's about money, and it's like, man, some things, not just sometimes. It ain't always the case that the man who makes less money, he don't want to make less money. It's just that the way the circumstances is. So, it's just that it's crazy, man. It really is. It was really, that's what I learned from my experience. And then you get, then you find some women, you know, I mean, and it's a bad, and it's some downfalls to interracial relationships too. If they not usually been in an interracial relationship, you find some people that don't want to be seen with you in public, and because it was certain females that are white, they have this stickler about that because it's maybe they be pressure about the looks or their friends or their family. So there's a drawback to that to a certain degree too. So, but if you have a female that don't care about that, a woman that regards her race, color, creed, and race, color, creed, then you have a blessing right there. But that's what happened. My encounter with women, from all sizes, heights, and weight and stuff like that. I had one young lady. She had a real bad self-esteem problem, and I don't know why she would do this. She would wear a wig, right? Then she would keep every time she smoked, she would have her chin like this, and I'm like, why would you cover your face? Well, she would say, if I remove my hand from my face, you're not gonna date me. And I'm like, that's ridiculous because she has some, you know, fat around her chin or something like that. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to not stop talking to you because you got short hair. You got short hair. I mean, but I like you for you. I'm attracted to you for you. And I had to deal with this. This is the kind of woman I deal with, man. That this woman, this young woman I dated, she would do this the whole time I'm with her, and she would just smoke a cigarette like this, and it was just, oh man, it was crazy, man. It's like, man, and she was a biracial female. They lived down in Kentucky. This young woman had some issues, man, and I don't know what happened to her to make her feel that I would put her down because of her chin or her hair or something like that. I was would just enjoy her company. That's basically what it was, and she's because of her personality. And so you got some women that got some issues out there, and that's what I've come to learn over time. And then you find some women that are very attractive, and you figure, wow, this woman is very attractive, but just because she's attractive don't mean that she's crazy. You got